Welcome back to Hayden the Mark's Travels, and today we're sailing straight into the emerald jewel of the Ionian Sea, Corfu. We've just hopped off the Sun Princess, ready to explore a place so charming it practically forces you into holiday mode. Not that we ever need that much convincing. Cue the winding old town laneways, pastel buildings and enough bougainvillea to make your Instagram beg for mercy. In true Hayden the Mark fashion, we go from soaking up centuries of history to settling into a cosy little street-side cafe for the most indulgent iced chocolate you can imagine. Because when in Corfu, you follow the cravings. Then it's back on board the ship for the evening's entertainment as stage hypnotist at the Princess Theatre, because nothing says Mediterranean adventure like watching people drift into trances while you try to work out whether you're slipping under two. So buckle up, hit that like button and join us as we dive into Corfu's magic with a dash of chaos, a sprinkle of culture and plenty of Mediterranean charm.
We've had a lovely day.
We really have had a lovely day today. It's been one of my favourite days of the cruise so far because we've been in Corfu, one of the destinations that I really didn't know much about before we arrived here, but so pleased to have been here. The old town is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's probably one of the nicest examples of a very cosmopolitan Greek island that we have imagined, and I think it was really popular with all the other guests as well, because most people were off the ship all day, and it's been dead quiet on here. We got back just after lunch, didn't we? And we've had the sanctuary pool to ourselves basically this afternoon for a good couple of hours before everybody arrived back.
You were so lucky.
I know, it was great. We were the only ones, Anne and I were the only ones swimming. Hayden was doing some exercise. Yes, it was great. So what did we do last night then, since we last spoke to everybody?
Oh, we went to the Catch by Rudi and we had the most delicious meal. It was really, really good there actually. And considering it's a fish restaurant, we don't normally tend to do that, do we? But
no. The speciality is the fish, isn't it? So the Catch by Rudi is one of the speciality restaurants that you can enjoy if you have the Princess Premier package, or even Plus, and it's supplementary otherwise, or if you've used all of your included fine dining restaurants. So yeah, and they sort of do everything really, don't they? They do specialise in fish, but Stuart had the most beautiful filet mignon surf and turf with lobster tail, and it was probably the best steak he said he's had on the whole entire cruise.
And we sort of knew that it'd been highly recommended for the steak as well, but because we've had steak on so many other nights, we were like, well, we can't really justify doing it again.
Yeah.
But Stuart did, so he proved the theory right. So definitely, if you like your steak, it was his best steak, wasn't it?
And what did you have?
Well, I had a thrice baked goat's cheese souffle, which was lovely. It was just nice to have a vegetarian option, just because I've been over ODing on meat, and it was lovely. And for our starters, we had gambus pilpil, which was almost as authentic as what we used to get when we used to dine out in Alarin de la Torre when we lived in Spain together. So that's another good recommendation, isn't it?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was really nice, and I had the same. So I had gambus pilpil, but I had sea bream as my main. And then for dessert, we both had crepe Suzette, didn't we? Which was delicious. And then we were all feeling a little bit tired.
We were really tired.
The fresh air from being in Montenegro must have exhausted us, because we were all ready for a fairly early night, so we had a quick nightcap. And then it was all off to bed. And then when we woke up this morning, we were on the beautiful island of Corfu, and we exited the ship after breakfast, and we had a walk around. We got a taxi to the Old Town. We visited both fortresses, or viewed both fortresses. So either end, had a wander around the little narrow streets with the lovely buildings, all the shutters on the doors and windows.
It's beautiful. The architecture is next level.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it reminded me of some of the architecture that we've seen whilst we were visiting the south west of France. But also it had the other influences. You said it was Venetian, but also a little bit of medieval as well, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, fortresses and fortresses again. So everywhere that we're visiting seems to have a bit of a common theme, doesn't it? But that's great. It's lovely to see culture and history. It's something obviously that we lack a little bit in Australia, because we're such a new country. So it's nice to come back and experience that.
And what are we doing tonight?
Well, tonight we are dining at the Sanctuary restaurant. That is probably still our favourite.
It's lovely.
We're going to see our lovely waiter again, our very attentive waiter called Alec, who looks after us when we're there. And then there is a
hypnotist. A stage hypnotist
called David Knight, who will be in the Princess Arena tonight just after 10. So we're going to pop along there and have a little look at what's going on there and watch a few people make fools of themselves, hopefully. With stage hypnosis, hopefully it won't be us. And
it's definitely not going to be me. Yeah. But tomorrow we are heading to Sicily. Long-legged Italy, little Sicily.
So we're en route at the moment. We set sail this afternoon at about 5 o'clock, and we have about 265 miles to sail overnight at 19 knots, which apparently is quite a bit faster than usual.
Get you with your nautical
I was listening to his announcement, that was all. I'm not a seaman.
He's been swatting up. You're not a seaman.
So we're headed to Messina, the port of Messina, and we're sort of a little bit undecided what we're going to do tomorrow. So we've got some further chats to have.
Watch this space.
And whatever will happen, it will be fun, as it always is. And we shall catch up with you on the other side.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Corfu is one of the shimmering jewels of the Ionian Sea, and a place where history, colour and Mediterranean charm come together in the most effortless way. It sits just off Greece's northwest coast, nestled between Albania and the mainland, basically the Mediterranean's version of a well-dressed neighbour who hosts fabulous dinner parties. Over the centuries, the Venetians, French and British all tried to claim Corfu, which makes complete sense the moment you step off the ship and think, yep, I'd want this too. After hopping off the Sun Princess, we grabbed a taxi from the cruise terminal straight into Corfu's Old Town, because walking 25 minutes in 35-degree heat is not the vibe we signed up for. And thank goodness we did, because the Old Town is a sun-drenched maze of laneways that look like someone fed a painter too many espresso shots and let them loose with pastel colours. The buildings come in every shade of lemon, peach, rose and soft gingerbread that you can even possibly ever hope to imagine, with shutters in 50 shades of green, all somehow working together in that effortless Mediterranean chic way that you and I could never achieve at home. Bougainvillea hangs off balconies like the island's unofficial fashion accessory, and every corner feels like it was designed to be photographed, repeatedly. We wandered through cobblestone lanes, ducking into shops selling local crafts, olive wood everything, hand-painted ceramics, embroidered linens, soaps made from the famous Corfu olive oil, which honestly made me consider bathing in it just to see if I could glow like a Greek demigod. All the while, street musicians were playing the accordion in the laneways, giving us the full European movie experience. There's something about accordion music echoing off pastel walls that makes you walk 20% slower and 30% more dramatically. I swear at one point I nearly broke into an interpretive dance. Thankfully for Mark and everyone else, I didn't. We spotted both of Corfu's iconic fortresses from afar, the old fortress perched dramatically on a rocky peninsula and the new fortress sitting proudly above the town. We didn't go inside either of them because, let's be honest, climbing fortresses requires energy that was already reserved for iced chocolate. But even from the outside, they're incredible reminders of Corfu's layered history and how important the island once was. And speaking of history, here's a fun fact. Corfu is home to Greece's very first university, the Ionian Academy. Also, mythology fans, this is where Odysseus was shipwrecked and rescued by Princess Nausicaa. So yes, travellers getting lost in Corfu is a very old tradition. After all that exploring, and by exploring I mean getting delightfully lost, we plopped ourselves down in a cute little street-side cafe for a nice chocolate. Sitting there in the shade, sipping liquid bliss while the world drifted past is one of those moments that makes travel feel magical. Corfu Old Town is pastel perfection, with a side of history, music and just enough chaos to keep things interesting. Beautiful, atmospheric and irresistibly charming, it's the kind of place that sticks with you long after you sail away. Next time on Hayden and Mark's Travels, we're taking on Taormina in Sicily. From sweeping cliffside views to secret corners full of history and charm, we'll explore it all and maybe even discover a few surprises along the way. After soaking up the sights and stories, we'll cruise back to the Sun Princess to unwind and enjoy a decadent evening at the Crown Grill. Adventure, laughter and a few unexpected moments await. Don't miss it.